scan now. No, I wanna scan now. 大家好，我叫 Tony. Hello, everybody. It's Tony. Just give me a second. Do it, tester. Ooh. Ooh. No, take. No, nah. It is. Ooh. 네, 안녕하세요, 여러분. Tony입니다. Yes, we are going to be looking at the fourth release from none other than Jackson Wang this entire month. He's been releasing 3 collabs already, and this is the fourth one. This is the fourth fire one. It's actually a single. I'm super excited for this because, as you probably see already, Team Wang for life. I'm super big fan of this man. I'm really loving whatever he's been releasing, and I think it's going to be a big year for him. He finally got to actually put his agency, Team Wang, put his music in cooperation with Sublime Agency, so now it can be in Korea, and now he's working to get Team Wang over there also with the apparel, everything of the sort. He's making big moves. He's making money moves this year. He's now back in China. I believe it's now finished his quarantine. So now he's going to the offices, making just money moves happen. I'm really excited to see what the next couple of months has in store. There are 2 albums actually coming from Jackson later on this summer, being a full English one as well as a full Chinese one. So I'm super excited for it, and we are getting the music video coming in literally a minute and 50 seconds, so I gotta make this quick. If you couldn't tell already, I'm actually preparing for the premiere right here with you guys, so that's probably what's happening right now, if that's what you heard. But with that being said, 3 collabs already, as I mentioned. The first one with Rain Oppa being Magnetic, absolutely amazing. He directed the music video himself. Then the second one with Chinese artist Vava for So Bad, and the third one is the one that you actually heard, which happens to be my personal favorite to date, being actually a collab with Afghan Indonesian singer, which is leading in the top 2020 Billboard, like for up and coming musicians from Indonesia. Absolutely amazing song titled MIA. Really amazing. It's personally my favorite. I would love to know in the comments which one has been your favorite. It could be also obviously this one, which is LMLY. What does it stand for again? Leave Me Loving You. I don't know why I blanked on that, but it's going to be amazing. He's directed the music video for this, and an actual recent NBC release of a video kind of like showing his day-to-day. It shows that he actually filmed and actually helped like direct the entire thing. So again, we're getting director Jackson, we're getting actor Jackson, we're getting musician Jackson, and like from the looks of it, he's going to be working at like a ramen shop, and I'm pretty excited because this kind of plays off that same idea of Pretty Please. But with that being said, if you want to check out any of my Jackson reactions, whether it be to me unboxing the Team Wang apparel, whether me to be checking out So Bad, Magnetic, MIA, anything of the sort at Jackson related will be found in the description box below in the Jackson Wang playlist. Hopefully check out a video. But with that being said, we have 20 seconds, so let's change to the setting and let's get into the music. I just gotta turn off. Kaja! Wait, oh, what? I love the funky beat. This is from the teaser. There's some things that maybe I'll point out, hopefully, from like what I saw from the actual video, so that I can like, you know, add that little like key info in if you didn't see the Korean thing from NBC. Oh, Team Wang! Team Wang! Ooh, okay. It's like a dim sum place almost. First off, I want to just mention, I love how like there's this graininess to the video. There's this a bit of like kind of like very high saturation from the screen. It feels kind of like an old school film almost. This scene in particular, it's something I really want to mention just because it's something that Jackson really paid attention to in the details. It's the kids here. This scene in particular had to be retaken a few times because Jackson noticed on one of the takes that the kid stared into the camera. Like, so he's like, I don't want this kid staring at the camera. It's a small detail like this, but it shows just to what level of perfectionism, of what level he is really willing to go for, taking something so simple and making a music video from like going something great to something absolutely amazing. I love just knowing about this too. It really puts like the idea of like him really taking care of every single detail. Oh, it's like a fish lens too. Cool. Leave Me Loving You. Probably gonna be a love song. I like how it's like one take. Oh, they used a drone for this. They used a mini drone for this scene. It's really cool. Ooh. There's like a funky retro vibe. Woo! There's Jackson. So that entire scene was filmed off a drone. Man be looking good, jeez! You don't call me baby. You call me my name. it almost feels like a Knight Rider type of vibe, very kind of like retro with the ooh, ooh, and it has like that kind of reinforcement with the visual aspects too, like how the video is filmed a bit kind of like 70s, 80s retro feel, very cool, and it has maybe building off a bit of like that Pretty Please vibe too, really nice.
But I keep on hoping nothing has changed.
Yo, Jackson's English voice is so nice because there's like this little bit more like higher tone, a little bit brighter notes to his voice when he speaks English, I find, in comparison to when he does, say, his Korean voice has a deeper tone to it. Even when he speaks a Chinese, with specifically Mandarin, there's a difference to it as well. So I like how there's like a variety in his vocal tones. And from all the last collabs, I thought that it's like, okay, in Magnetic's like, okay, I know what Jackson sounds like. But and then so bad, he changed up what he sounds like even more. And then in Afghan's MIA, he changed up again, so he's showing up so much diversity. It's absolutely amazing. And to that note, I love that he's kind of like showing off I guess lesser known artists in Asian music, kind of using his influence to support them. Really cool, really awesome.
We keep on touching, but we don't feel.
Woo! That vocal, but we don't.
Your hands off the wheel.
Yeah. Hands off the wheel, let Jackson drive, baby.
What if I just
Oh, yo, imagine if Jackson was your boyfriend. Jeez, he'd be so romantic, so cute.
a while, baby, there's no drug quite like the
I love how there's the like guitar picking up, and he's picking up the pace too.
This is goodbye. Don't leave me loving you.
The chorus, there's so many like vocal tones behind it. It's not just a single Jackson. It's right now it's just Jackson, like one vocal line of Jackson. Don't leave me, but there's multiple tones in the background, kind of like creating an echo effect, pushing forward and kind of like really sound more grand in this part. Really nice. Ooh. Yo, I thought MIA was gonna be my favorite. I'm sorry, Afghan, but Jackson just stole the cake. He just took it all. This is an amazing song. Love it. Woo! He's such a romantic man. Such a romantic, my guy. Me love it. Woo! Showed off a little bit of the vocals too. Okay, okay. No warning. See, you're getting some, even in the chorus here, you can hear like a higher pitched tone of Jackson's vocal range. So he's having like a higher tone push forward the deeper, smokier tone of his voice. Really cool, really nice. And then you go into high notes. I love the fast tempo. Woo! This was all filmed in Korea, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, babe. Oh, we're getting that smokier full voice tone. I love the aspect of this film too, kind of like a very like old love feel. Like he's been going with this like idea of love songs this entire month, and I like how this is kind of like reinforcing that idea, kind of like that kind of like love story, you know, the poor guy or like the bus boy with the rich girl, kind of like the unrequited or like forbidden love almost. And I love how he's depicting that here. His music, his what is it, directing skills, directing ideas, I feel like from Magnetic to now has like shows a cool progression in just like the ideas that he's coming up with. Very nice. I like his tone too. It's just like full voice. Oh, how he said California King. So sometimes he's going full voice, like reaching up for ya, and then for me. There's a difference. Like he's kind of really playing with it, even though the background music instruments are the same. I like how he's like playing around with it, giving it more texture, giving it his own flair. But for a while, what? Well, quite like denial. Oh, why? Oh no, this is good, but fine. Me love. Oh, the high note in the background. Ooh. No, yo, what is Jackson by himself? Woo, my man. Don't feel it too. Yo, I feel so bad for Jackson, man. Why'd you do this? Jackson, if you ever need a shoulder to cry on, I'm there for you, my man. I'm there for you. You do. me loving you. Oh no, the flower. You don't want it. It's so upbeat, but it's kind of like of that period that he's trying to capture, that idea that even though it's so bright and so fast tempo, it's still kind of like almost like a heartbreaking emotional song at this point. And the way he sings it, you can definitely feel there's a bit of sadness behind it, even though it's so bright and so fast paced. So you do, babe, loving you, babe. You do, me loving you. What you do, babe? Me loving you, babe. Oh, she got married. Oh no, babe. Me loving you. Whatever you do. I love the high vocals we're getting there. Woo! Man's a talented. Oh, I love the ending there. Kind of like full voice, just cut out all the song. Don't leave me. Like his voice really sounds kind of like a bit sad. You can hear like a bit of a quiver almost. Love that little detail. Really feels like regret almost. Is he chasing? Is he gonna chase? Directed by Jackson Wang and Mamis Zhao. Team Korea and Court. Scripted by, oh, he scripted it too. I wonder why there's so much to it after. Oh, cool. There's this ending. These are little teasers here. I want to watch this. Yo, it feels like a full movie like this. He really put you could see behind the scenes. I love this. You can see the details. Wow, you can see he planned this so much. These little details are things I love to see. See, it looks like such a simple music video, but there's so much planning put behind it, and you can see how involved he was. I love it. You know, some artists, they're like, oh, I helped direct, but he's really got his hands messy with it. He's so specific, so detail-oriented. It's his baby. And I can definitely feel it. This is like, no, by far my favorite collab. My favorite release of this. Me loving you. He spent so many endless nights checking this like in the studio, so I'm so happy we finally got this released. Me loving you, babe. Don't leave, babe.
Leave Me Loving You. For the music video, I came up with a treatment that follows my previous release.
Okay, so that's why it felt like it followed Pretty Please.
In the time zone of 90s Hong Kong.
Okay, that does explain a lot why I felt like it felt like that. Okay.
The video, it's more towards movie structure this time, rather than like the musical and choreo performances like I always do.
What if I just hold on
For a while. Yo, this song does not get old. It sounds brand new every time I hear it. There's more and more that I discover.
The storyline of Leave Me Loving You music video, well, it's another love story.
Love story.
I'm playing a role of a dishwasher in a
Okay, so this is kind of stuff that we pick up. The fact that I picked this up means that he is so well at just creating that story. Props to big props to director Jackson.
She doesn't know me.
Oh, so it was in his imagination.
Lastly, she got married. Very simple story, but very interesting.
Even though,
in a different style this time.
even though it's so simple, the fact that he managed to convey that so well, so simply, shows like great direction and great vision of the entire thing. Do, babe, only loving you, babe. Ooh, babe, me loving you. Love it, love it, love it. I really don't think I have any other words. I think that Jackson perfectly explained the ending. I think that just the fact that I got all of that from the actual song itself, from the video itself, shows great direction, great vision, and props off to director, scripter, singer, actor, everything Jackson. I can't wait to see what's next. This is by far my favorite, and I'd love to know from you guys what your favorite has been for the this month of March. Being which collab was it? Magnetic? Was it So Bad? Was it MIA? Was it LMLY? I would love to know in the comment section below. And with that being said, if you want to go check out any of my other Jackson reactions, whether it be to unboxing the apparel, whether it be to checking out actually some of his music videos, some of his songs, anything and everything of the sort, Jackson Wang will be found in the playlist down description box below. Hopefully you check out a video. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I got to guys. I'm that's Japanese. 谢谢你, 감사합니다. And until next time, guys, it's been Tony. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. 안녕.